Want to know how to make your dog's tail wag with the healthiest treats? Stick around as I dive into the world of homemade freeze-dried dog treats that your furry friend will love. I have never in my life bought beef liver. I've never eaten beef liver. I have never seen it, touched it, used it before, but here I am with my bowl full of beef liver. Who am I? That was quite the messy process, but I got all of my beef liver pieces diced up and I have sanitized my area so we can move on to the next step. Why the heck am I making beef liver for my freeze dryer? Well, I have been wanting to do something for pets for a very long time in my freeze dryer and just have not got around to it yet. After doing some research, I found out that beef liver is one of the healthiest treats that you can feed your dog. They can eat raw beef liver and it has a lot of good vitamins and nutrients in it that dogs crave. It has crude fat, protein, amino acids, all that are really good for your dog, and it is grain-free, gluten-free, perfect for animals who have allergies or are sensitive to processed dog treats that are filled with different fillers and chemicals. You can't get any more raw and natural than this, and dogs are gonna love it. Do I have a dog? No, I don't. Why am I making dog treats? Well, my idea was to hopefully offer them as part of my local sales. I sell freeze-dried candy here just locally in my community. And if these turn out good, I wanted to offer something for the pets to my customers also, because I have seen and heard from a lot of my friends that their dogs go crazy for freeze-dried treats. So I have my lovely beef liver in tiny little bite-sized pieces, and I am now going to get them on my trays. I am also using my silicone tray liners. Here are all of my dog treats laid out on my trays. They fit very nicely. You can see I just tried to get them as similar in size as possible. Here's a funny story. I'm sitting here doing this. I've heard that beef liver can smell weird. It has no smell to me. But my husband just came down the stairs and said, "Oh wow, that stinks." Because from a few years ago, that first strain of COVID that hit me, I got it and I lost my sense of smell. When my smell returned, I can smell good smells, but I cannot smell bad smells. So, I mean, it's not a terrible thing. I'm glad I can still smell good smells. I can sometimes smell bad smells if they are like the most rancid, gross smell ever, but I've got stinky little kids who do stinky things, and I don't smell it. And apparently this beef liver smells badly, but I can't tell, so that's lucky. So all I have left to do is I'm gonna put my tray lids on so that I can carry these downstairs easily. These are the tray lids that just come from Harvest Right, and they are great for when you want to pre-freeze things or when you just want to be able to stack up your trays to carry them wherever you need to go. My freeze dryer is in my basement, so I like to do this so I can carry them down the stairs in one go. I am here at my freeze dryer. I'm going to show you the settings I am using. Ignore that. Okay, we're going to go into customize. I'm going to hit reset. All I'm going to do different is add extra dry time to like 7 hours. As always, I like to do that just because if this happens to finish in the middle of the night, it'll just keep drying the food, and extra dry time will not hurt your food. If for some reason it wasn't fully dry, it'll just keep drying. So all we gotta do now is hit save and start, and we wait a 15-minute cool down process, and I'm gonna go get my trays down here. While I wait for this to cool, you might be wondering how much beef liver costs to purchase. I had no idea because I never purchased it before. We went to our local town's butcher shop and asked if they had beef liver, and they did. The cost was around $5 a pound. So this was not cheap. This was 3 pounds of beef liver, which was about $15. I do want to check like Fred Meyer's and some of my local grocery stores to see if they sell it. Maybe they would have it for a lower price point. I'm not sure. I don't know what the going rate of beef liver is, but I know this is at least nice quality stuff, and I like supporting local shops. And I honestly have no idea what I would sell these for if I was to sell them to some of my local customers. I would need to package them in kind of smaller sized bags. I don't know. You need to make it cost effective because this is very time consuming. It took a lot of time to chop it up, get it on the trays, and then your run time in the freeze dryer, and then you got to consider your packaging time and all of that. So it needs to be worth your time, that's for sure. But I do think there are a lot of dog parents out there who are willing to pay for quality foods and snacks for their pets. I feel like more and more lately people are trying to feed their dogs better. So I don't know. I think it could be a viable item to sell, but we will find out. All right, my friends, those are loaded up. Those are starting the freeze drying process. It's gonna go through its freezing cycle and then its vacuum pump drying cycle. This will take a day or two probably. So I will let you know when these are done and exactly how long they took. I saw on the drive home from school today a moose. Would you expect anything different in Alaska? But it was funny, for like a whole month. No, I feel like all of fall and the beginning of winter, we didn't see any moose around anywhere. They must have been out frolicking in the woods. But the last couple days, we have seen a lot of moose lately. There was a huge, tall one just right at my street when I was driving home from school. I will post a picture of it next so you can see this guy. I didn't get any video, but I got a picture. She was so tall. This was one of the bigger moose that I've seen. It's really fun to just spot wildlife here in Alaska. It gets exciting. So that was our moose visitor. Not at our house, but down the street. I am always telling my kids to look out for moose because they do walk back and forth to their friends' houses, and that is one thing that all Alaskan kids are trained is to have eyes out for moose. And if you see one, you turn back the other way. You do not get near it. Moose safety. Okay, I will let these go and I will catch you guys tomorrow or the next day and let you know how they're turning out. Welcome back. It is later the next day. My freeze dryer is done. It did do its full extra dry cycle, so this has been in a total of 24 hours. But if you remember, we added the 7-hour extra dry time, so it was probably it says that it was done at around 17 hours, but we're gonna pull this out and see how it's looking. Here is how these look out of the freeze dryer. They are perfectly dry and airy. They look successful. I am going to bag these up in this size of bag. These are Mylar bags that I get from Amazon in a multi-variety pack that comes with different sizes. I figured this would be a good size for the dog treats. And it's nice because they have a zip top, so they can be, once they're opened, they can be closed to help them stay fresh longer. And here are all of my bags. I got 5 of these little bags, and I tried putting 2 just in my Mylar candy bags that I use. I do think if I was going to be selling these, I would use a bag with a clear window so that people can see what the treats actually look like. But I might need to do a smaller sized bag. I don't know. I haven't figured any of the logistics of what selling these would take, pricing and stuff like that. Right now, we're just in the testing phase. Now that these are done, we need a taste test, right? I am definitely not gonna be tasting these, and neither are my sweet kiddos. But, as I said before, we don't have a dog. Our next door neighbors have 2 super cute, fun dogs that we are hopefully gonna go have them give this a taste. And we will video it to see the dog's reactions to see if they like it. The rest of these I am just going to go give to my neighbors and have them tell me if their dogs enjoyed them or not. I think every house around us has dogs, so there are plenty of people to share this with, and I think our neighbors will be excited to get a tasty little treat for their little pets. So I will be back tomorrow and we will do our doggy treat taste test and see if the dogs are actually gonna like this. All right, we are on our way to our neighbor's house to give them the dog treat, show them what they're getting. And it is finally snowing. It really hasn't snowed in such a long time.
And ask her to shake. You have to sit down, and then you reach for her foot and ask her to shake. Sven, shake. Watch, they'll do it. Sven, shake.
Sit.
Shake.
There you
Shake.
go.
Good boy.
Good.
Good boy. Okay, Strudel, your turn. Shake.
No, sit. Shake.
Oh, there's her shake.
There it is.
No, strudels.
There you go. Good girl.
Oh, she likes it.
Oh, they
Now
like the
they're
new
like,
treats.
"Daddy,
Good
more."
puppy.
They like the new treats.
They're like, I know you have more. Where?
Careful. I think it's safe to say the puppies loved it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did they keep wanting more?
They kept on sitting down and jumping on the counters.
Yes. Puppies liked the liver treats. Woohoo!
In the center.
Now we're trying to walk home without slipping on the ice, but I do have a pretty sunset back there. It's pretty. Remember how I just said it hadn't snowed in forever? It's kind of lightly snowing right now, so that's kind of fun. Well, I'm super happy with how the dog treats turned out. Now just to figure out how I can make them to package and sell, and obviously make it cost effective. So once I figure that out, I will be happy to create a new video about that. If you got any questions, drop them in the comments below. If you want to see the things that I continue to freeze dry here, hit the subscribe button. And I don't know if I mentioned it before, if you're looking for a freeze dryer yourself, check out the video description. There's a link there that will take you to Harvest Right website and you can see what Harvest Right has to offer. They're always running some type of special. So check that out and I will catch you all on the next freeze drying adventure.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.